In this video, we'll demonstrate how the Geospatial Energy Mapper, GEM, can be used in coordination with the CITAP portal to create maps for resource reports that are required as part of the application process. At the bottom of the CITAP homepage, you'll find the GIS Mapping Tool link. Clicking this link will launch GEM, a publicly accessible mapping tool specifically designed for energy planning. GEM is a useful tool for preparing the mapping components of the resource reports that are part of the 10 CFR 900.6 regulations in the Federal Register. GEM contains an extensive catalog of mapping layers. Mapping themes, in the lower left, are collections of layers designed to streamline your mapping process. For example, if you're working on a map for the general project description, you can load the Electrical Infrastructure theme. This theme includes layers like power plants, transmission lines, and substations. While mapping themes are a helpful shortcut, the layer catalog allows you to select additional layers individually when you need to focus on specific data points or add layers not included in a theme. For example, if you're working on maps for the Water Use and Quality Resource Report, you might want to explore the hydrography category, which includes layers like streams and rivers, water bodies, the National Wetland Inventory, watersheds, and more. Let's explore how to use GEM to load a project of interest from a GIS file and overlay some mapping data that is associated with resource report topics. For this example, we'll use part of the TransWest Express transmission line, a project that has already been permitted. See the link in the video description if you'd like to download a copy of the file we're using here. We'll use the File tool to load the shapefile. We'll click File, then choose File. Then, we'll click Load to load it. Let's change the name and customize the color. The map now displays our project data. Let's say we want to make a map for the General Project Description resource reports. First, we'll load the Electrical Infrastructure mapping theme. The table of contents will display the theme's layers, some of which may be hidden. We don't need some of these, so we can remove them. We do, however, want to show the substations, which are currently hidden. We want our project data on top, so let's reorder the layers to put that first. And we'll hide the power plants layer. We'll zoom in using the mouse scroll wheel. You can also click and drag to pan the map. The file we loaded is obscuring some of the transmission lines underneath it, so we'll adjust the transparency with the slider to make features visible. Click on Map Features to learn about the data at that location. If we click here, we find that there are several transmission lines at this location. There's a 345 kV line, a 500 kV line, and a second 500 kV line. Now, let's look at the Protected Areas mapping theme. We'll keep the existing layers. With this view, you can see where protected areas intersect with the project location. Next, let's explore some of the land designations available in GEM. Turn on the National Historic Trails layer. This is represented by a dashed line on the screen and has crossings with the project path. Clicking on this path reveals that it's the Old Spanish National Historic Trail. You might find it helpful at times to measure a distance or an area. Click Measure and click Distance or Area. Click a starting point, click additional points as needed, and double-click the last point to finish. Click X to close the active tool. To simply draw a line or polygon on the map, use the Draw tool. Make changes by clicking and dragging or deleting objects. When you are done making changes to your map, you can save it as a PDF or print a copy using the Print tool. This snapshot includes descriptive information about GEM and a legend for layers drawn on the map. GEM reports are also very helpful for developing resource reports. We'll cover that in detail in another video. This has been a quick tour of some key features of GEM. Check out our website or other videos to learn more.